Mitochondria. Mitro mean thread, chondrion mean granules. First discovered by Colliker in 1880 and described as bioplast by Altamont. Altamont তাহলে এটাকে কি বলেছে? Bioplast in 1894. These organelles were resistant by beta. রেসিস্টেন্ট মাইটোকন্ড্রিয়া মানে মাইটোকন্ড্রিয়া তাহলে কে নাম দিয়েছে? বেন্ডা। In general, the mitochondria are rod-shaped, but sperm and eggs of a number of organisms have more spherical form. Mitochondria have lipoprotein framework containing many enzymes and Xenozyme required for energy metabolism. They also contain a specific DNA for the cytoplasmic inheritance and ribosome for protein synthesis. তাহলে কি mitochondria in general mitochondria in general mitochondria are rod shaped and but sperm and eggs of a number of organisms have more spherical forms. Mitochondria have lipoprotein framework. Lipoprotein framework containing many in mitochondria have lipoprotein framework containing many enzyme and coenzyme required for energy metabolism. They also contain a specific DNA for the cytoplasmic inheritance and ribosome for the protein synthesis. The shape, size, as well as the membrane vary depending on the tissues. Organism and psychological conditions of the organism. Activity of the cell. No. Well, as the number vary, the shape, size, as well as the number vary the number vary depending on the tissues, organism, psychological condition of the organism, activity of the cell in the main creation for the mitochondria to be distributed. Main creation the mitochondria to be distributed in a cell. In liver cell, activity of the cell in the main creation form about 30 to 35% of the cell protein, while in kidney cells they form about 20%. In plant cell the number is less as compared to animal cells. Through distributed evenly in cytoplasm, they may have in plant in plant cell the number is less as compared to animal cell. In muscle cells তাহলে কি ATP has to be made with through distribute evenly in the cytoplasm through distributed evenly in the cytoplasm. They may be restricted to a particular area. They may be restricted to a particular area where heavy demand for the ATP has to be met with, where heavy demand for the ATP has to be met with in muscle cell cytosome, spermatosome, sorry, muscle cells, spermatosome, rods and cones of the eyes. Mitochondria are absent in prokaryotes. তাহলে মাইটোকন্ড্রিয়া কিসে অ্যাবসেন্ট? মাইটোকন্ড্রিয়া ইজ absent. Now, mitochondria are absent in prokaryotes and anaerobic cykaryotes. Structure of mitochondria. Mitochondria are rod-shaped structure. Mitochondria are rod-shaped structure found in both animal and plant cell. It is a double membrane bound organelle. তাহলে কি অর্গানেল মানে অঙ্গাণু? It has the outer membrane and the inner membrane. Outer membrane and inner membrane. The membranes are made up of phospholipids and proteins. The membranes are made up of phospholipids and proteins. Outer mitochondrial membrane (OMM). It's composed of equal amount of phospholipids and proteins. It is 50 to 60 angstrom thick. 50 to 60 ampere thick. It has a large number of spherical proteins. It has a large number of spherical protein which known as porins. Proteins known as the porins. The porins are integral membrane protein and they allow the movement of molecules that are of 5,000 daltons or less in weight to pass through it. The outer membrane is freely permeable. The outer membrane is freely permeable to nutrient molecules, ions, energy molecules like the ATP and ADP molecules. The outer membrane is freely. আরেকটা জিনিস যেটা মাথায় রাখতে হবে, the porins are integral membrane protein. Porins কিরকম protein? Porins are integral membrane protein and they allow the movement of molecules that are of 5,000 daltons or less in weight to pass through it. Inner mitochondrial membrane. The inner membrane of mitochondria is more complex in structure. The inner membrane of mitochondria more inner membrane of mitochondria is more complex in structure. It is thick, 50 to 60 ampere thick. Similar appearance to outer membrane, মানে আউটার মেমব্রেনে যেভাবে সাজানো আছে ঠিক সেই রকমভাবেই সাজানো আছে। সিমিলার অ্যাপিয়ারেন্স টু আউটার মেমব্রেন অ্যান্ড জেনারেলি কোর্স প্যারালাল and generally cross parallel to outer membrane. It is semi-permeable and non-porous. It is semi-permeable and non-porous. At least 60 different. It is semi-permeable and non-porous. At least 60 different polypeptides are found in OMM within the complex structure of this membrane, intermembrane. It is folded into matrix. It is folded into a number of folds. It is folded. Sorry. It is folded into a number of folds into into a number of folds many times. A number of folds many times and is known as the Christie. The folding helps to increase the surface. The folding. The folding help to increase the surface area inside the organelles. The folding helps to increasing surface area in organelles. Various chemical reactions are placed in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. Various chemical reaction take place in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. Cardiolipid. The IMM is enriched with a unique phospholipid called cardiolipid. The IMM is enriched. The IMM is enriched with a unique phospholipid called cardiolipid, which contributes to the curvature and stability of the crystal. Cardiolipin is Cardiolipin is involved in various processes including the electron transport chain activity and apoptosis regulation. তাহলে কি কার্ডিওলিপিনটা কি the IMM is enriched with a unique phospholipid called cardiolipin. তাহলে কি IMM is enriched with a unique phospholipid called cardiolipin curvature which contribute of the curvature stability of the crystal. Cardiolipin is involved in various processes. Cardiolipin is involved in various processes, including electron transport chain, activity and apoptosis regulation. Unlike the outer membrane, the inner membrane is strictly permeable. It is permeable only to oxygen, ATP, and it also helps in regulating transport metabolism across the membrane. Mitochondrial mitochondrial particles a critical examination of negative strain, preparation as well as positive contact preparation has revealed the existence of regular crystal or inner mitochondrial discovered first by The elementary particles তাহলে কি a critical examination of negatively stained preparation a particle a critical examination of negatively stained preparation a critical examination of negatively stained preparation as well as positive contact preparation has revealed the existence of regular array of particles along the surface of crystal or inner mitochondrial membrane facing the matrix discovered first by Fernandez Moran. They are called inner membrane subunits. They are called inner membrane subunits or elementary particles of factor of Rocker or oxisome. The regular array of particles তাহলে কি বলছে দেখ the existence of regular array of particles along the surface of crystal সারফেসটা কিসের সাথে যুক্ত along the surface of crystal or inner mitochondrial membrane facing the matrix discovered by Fernandez Moran. They are called inner membrane subunits or elementary particles or factors of Broca or oxygen. These elementary particles have been observed. These elementary particles has been observed on the cyst of both plant and animal mitochondria. According to according to Fernandez Moran, each of these repeating units is T T-partite T-partite structure consisting of three parts: a polyhedral or rough spherical head, narrow stem, and a roughly cuboid base. The stalk measures nearly 40 to 60 armstrong in length, and 30 to 40 armstrong in diameter. The the heads measure approximately সেটা measure করা আছে approximately 75 to 110 armstrong in diameter, and bases measure approximately 40 ampere. The center to center distance between the subunits measure nearly 100. The base pieces of these particles form a part of inner membrane surface. The mitochondrial membrane have about 200